But there you go. He has been so comfortable with that champion. Why not just play your strongest champion? If you get any sort of lead, it might be the tipping scale for DMG. LR2-0 so far. DMG still looking for their second win.
So the frozen domain, so Baus will lose 20% of his HP bar, but doesn't really lead to all that much. Bot lane, though, I think we might be looking at a bit of a dive. Kamsky crashes down, gets some value, but a flash on forward from KazaLoLL. And Flash first blood goes to Velya.
It could be a situation where you get Trundle on their way, the flash on Baus.
Deadly Flourish was flashed away from, but there's still a pillar. No leap strike available. Baus counter strike.
This Wukong invading for the red buff.
Now red buff about to potentially go down as KazaLoLL just stands there and starts autoing all the while top side. Reckless potentially in danger as the curtains are called. KazaLoLL immediately goes and makes sure the Reckless stands behind Brown, but now Baus looking forward with the counter strike. Stun onto Lulis and the Trundle goes down for the count. Subjugate means nothing to a load of rebels from the side of Lost Ratones who claim the feat of warfare, and all the while Velya does go down to Chance, who goes all out and brings the Wukong. Good news, getting something back here again. 3 kills to 1 down. Near enough 2,000 gold early on.
I feel like having a few dragons early on means that if everything goes to hell, you can still stall by having 10 extra minutes from those 2 dragons.
Yeah, and again, you are then in a fantastic position. We've already got 2 dragons, even if you lose them. As you said, they're still just fine. Mountain Soul to work with as well would be, in fairness, pretty good for the likes of a Trundle or a Kazante if you get a hold of it. Bouncing once more between tier 2s and 3s and just whack someone with the counter strike. Trying to hop into the enemy base. Baus, where are you going? What is this direction? Is he going to try and execute to the fountain? He's going to try
I don't think he can here.
He's going to counter strike a little bit more. The Pathmaker a little early. There is finally Baus falling, you would imagine, and Chance picks that one up.
DMG have not necessarily played as much as we wanted to see them play around that mid jungle, using the Talia, play through side. Nemesis.
And he's just dead, throws the ult out as well, and is just way too overeager. And on the other side, Chance has just managed to get a solo kill under the turret onto Baus. We'll try and pick up this T1 while he can. Actually, Velya coming down with KazaLoLL. Could get a bit dicey. Lula's still around. Might just give it up here and give that Kazante over to the Wolves, or I suppose in this case, the Monkeys. And Reckless
so that W being preemptively used right there, and then Dodds didn't
really
do them any favors. Chance is going to tip in, but it's too late.
Lula's just here. They really want to get something. Oh, curtains are called. Velya's going to flash. Glacial Person comes on. Glacial Fisher, sorry, comes on down. No Sejuani in this game. Cyclone used to
5 seconds about on the clock right here. LR will be able to get the resets, get back up on the map, grab a couple of control wards, play for
be able to look at them. Player with only 6 days experience, looking to punish someone significantly more at this point, though it is, of course, Baus, who manages to hop around significantly more, perhaps a little bit of an overstatement when it comes to him.
I feel like this might be a free soul point for LR.
Chance.
Big ultimates are not available for DMG, but they're still fighting.
Now in danger, flashing away. Reckless gets a bit of a root as a result of a lot of his Baus flashes on him for the counter-strike. Shuffle back with the Emperor's Divide. Come and hang around a little while longer. A double to Reckless. Back in the AD carry role and hasn't missed a shot.
Cannot be fighting when 2 of your most crucial ultimates are down. They funneled in. Chance was too far forward. LR were able to just melt him down before anyone else from DMG were there.
Straws here, and DMG need every silver lining they can get.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a secret agent Baus right there, not moving on purpose, but no. It was a replay, sort of standing still for a second.
And Chance actually had a few really good individual plays versus Baus, but struggled to find any meaningful advantage. A couple 100 gold ahead, the only member on his team to have, so it's his red buff being fought over. Kamsky going for that grand engage. Doesn't really find too much. Only trying to come through, and now the turnaround with broad passive rolling. Chance TPing in. KazaLoLL will try to use the stand behind me to get a little bit out to safety. Fatesky turning on up as well, but now Chance in danger. Cyclone comes on through, and unfortunately, he ends up knocking into the rest of the squad. They're going to look for some more as Nemesis slides, glides, and divides. The whole of DMG for the remaining health bars. Kamsky will at least get out to safety, but they lose 3 at price of absolutely no one.
And you can see how strong Brom is when you pretty much funnel into a choke point. He gets to put his shield right. Again, 2 items completely over in LR. DMG are just hanging about on like 1.5. Some of them want to make an impact. If you want to throw Talia over top of that, get Kazante over in the back line. And right now it's just becoming really, really difficult for DMG to find those picks. What?
That's a Lichbane proc.
What?
Curtains are called.
I looked away for 1 second. I looked away for 1 second because I'm like, Talia's on the tower. It's fine. It's so fine.
They're going to jump onto this tier 2 now. Chance going to try and get a little bit of value. Needs to be a bit wary as KazaLoLL comes on through and gives him another gift. Tries to go and stop him with the Pathmaker. Goes all out, drags him with the turret, but it's immediately interrupted by that Glacial Fissure. Fatesky coming on over, throws the thumbs up. Similarly chunked Death Cap. You call it out. It's doing a massive chunk. He was on vision by a Farsight alteration. Velia's going to spot him, and that's a 3-level advantage. You don't win that one, Trundle. And Kamski's going to have to leave his jungler out to die. Cyclone just a little bit shy. Flash away. KazaLoLL debating flying over as well. Throws down a present. Merry Christmas! It's the middle of the summer. But Santa Braum don't.
On top of that, out of bounds of all the utility that Senna brings.
Oh my
on
God.
top of that, add Baus with another solo kill. On top of that, and LR is dominating the map.
And there's the Mountain Soul. Sure, Trundle can press R on someone. Maybe that'll help a bit.
That's
but
a 3,000 gold lead in the jungle. A 3-level difference in the jungle. And it's just becoming so much more difficult to play those choke points, especially when Braum is there.
Trying to get a hold of Braum, but he's so damn tanky, they'll drag him all out, but he's still only lost a third of his HP bar. Kamski about to die, doesn't quite. Nemesis shuffles Phantomisto over the wall. They finally bring down the Braum, but it's at the oust. The whole cost of the entire team. A triple kill over to Velia. Make it the double over to Baus as well for the full house. And Lost Ratones take absolutely no prisoners. The coach, the owner, is avenged in very short order.
And I love how everyone scattered immediately right after this fight. You see Nemesis instantly bot lane to push that wave. Mid lane, Reckless, run back all the way down to the mid side of the map to push that wave forward. Baus over on the top side of the map, the air, literally. Here comes the Faker tempo TP as well from Nemesis. They're probably going to start Baron right after this.
No doubt that they will. Inhibitor already taken. Reckless sticks and gets another inhibitor turret. So one exposed, one down. It's only the bot lane that remains intact. And all the while, the Baron has been started. And at this point, I don't think it'll last all that long.
Reckless right there with the prize money triple auto.
The amount of damage the Lich Bane procs with Empower are really wild. We come back to life as Baus potentially in danger here. Does get shut down. Nice pick up with the subscape. Velia now coming across onto Fatesky, flashes away. Cyclone comes on down. How much more can they get done? Nemesis now looking to slide on in. Just so across the Unraveled Earth. Dawning Shadow coming across keeps people a little bit healthy on the side of LR, and they lose an additional member of the Weaver's Wall coming on in because in the base. Look who's shoving. It's Reckless and KazaLoLL. They're already taking turrets. Chance already low. And Phantomisto is just a phantom. A ghost in the rain, taken out in really short order. Reckless with the double on the fountain. They continue auto, shuffled off it. Even your fountain ain't safe to LR. Baus isn't alive to suicide to it. But Lost Ratones in 27 minutes put DMG to the sword.
Who knew that what we actually needed in the NLC is a literal war